Right, Streddy says it's the long-awaited Changing Robe comparison between the Change Robe the Overboard and a cheap one off Amazon. So as you can see, it's a bit of a naff day. I'm off for a swim and then we'll check them out at the end. Right, here we go. Seeing as I've already got it on, this is the Change Robe, and I've had this now 7 or 8 months, I think. And well, we've got the rundown at the end, but some of its features that I like is this doesn't get itchy. So I've just been swimming, just got out of the pool, literally didn't even dry myself off, just slung this straight on. The hood, all good, that'll dry my dreads off. So by the time I get home, I'm nice and dry. This doesn't get itchy. Nice Velcro on the cuffs. Pockets are good. There's storm flaps. Wind doesn't get in. You know, it's only a couple of degrees outside and it's all good. It's windy, rainy and horrible out there. Sort of good weather, but rubbish weather to record audio. So we won't. And I do that, and then the then the wind just dies. Right, let's move on to number 2. This is the Overboard variant. Now, I do have video links to all of these. I've had this now for over a year, and I've just put it on. And I'm not going to say it feels like sandpaper, that's unfair, but it is certainly scratchy. This isn't anywhere near as soft as the Change Robe one. It's just as absorbent though. Pockets, you know, you do have IP ratings on the pockets. Quick little side note, IP is ingress protection, doesn't let in sand, dust, debris or water. Here's a handy little chart and back to the video.
This brings me to an issue I do have with it. The zips can be a bit naff. I mean, no, they're not YKK, they're SBS. Probably my biggest complaint with these, well, the 2 is a bit scratchy and the zip gets caught on the inside. With all that said though, you know, I'm not going to go hating on it. None of this is endorsed. The hood's just as good. So, like I say, you've got IP ratings on the zips. A little bit better than the Change Robe. However, Change Robe has storm flaps, so it's waterproof. Sorry, rain's not going to get in. It's not waterproof. But then again, you're not going to be in the water with this. This is more of a alternative to a storm flap. Right, finally, it's the one from Amazon, which isn't long sleeve, isn't quite as long, doesn't have any ratings on any zips. They're about 40 quid. It doesn't have a fleecy lining as per the Overboard, as per the Change Robe. It literally is just a microfiber towel with a water resistant, bear with me, water resistant cover. Now, I know it's water resistant because it's rained and I've put this on being all smug, and rain did actually get through, and it basically, these, it's all right for summer, I suppose, but it's 40 quid. You know, pay double that, or just over double, and you get a change robe. And the hood isn't as big either. Not as big. Right, so now the floor of the van is thoroughly muddy, wet and dirty. We're now going to go to the bit I filmed first, which is which one is my favourite. I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious, isn't it? But I'm giving the reasons why. These are not sustainable. Jury's out with the Overboard one. I'm not sure if they use any recycled materials. Do a bit of research. I might do a bit of research and give it a yes or a no here, or a not sure. And change robe is sustainable. The Overboard and the change robe were both sent to... Right, this has got a zip inside it, and it just caught on a sensitive area of my body. Right, so I'm going to move that. I'm just going to do this. Right, that wasn't for camera. I'm not hating on these. They are cheap. Not so cheerful. I believe that happened. That quite hurts. Where was I? Sustainable. They were both sent for review by the relative companies, so there's no bias. I bought this. I paid for this. And the company that made them no longer exists. But there is a lot of cheaper alternatives out there on Amazon. So let's go to the final bit, which is basically which one's the winner. Well, it's a foregone conclusion, really. It's got to be the change robe. It's not going to be itchy. I'm on my way to the pool. Oh, slightly runny nose. It's very cold today. It's about 3 or 4 degrees, so I've filmed this in all the wrong order. But you'll have got a good look at them all now. The 3 options, this one, the Overboard and the cheap one. And well, I'll let you make up your mind, but this is the one for me. Check out the videos for all 3 of them. They are trending very well on my channel, so thank you very much for everyone that's subscribed, liked and watched them. But yeah, this is the one for sure. All right, any questions, let me know. Amazon links to the cheap one, they change so often. They're, you know, disposable, expendable Chinese companies that just sell them on and then get rid, probably drop shipped. But yeah, find them if you want, pay your money, take your choice. You know, they are cheap, they will do, but that's about it. And the Overboard one, yeah, it was good when I first had it. Didn't have much of a frame of reference, however it does get itchy, the zips are a bit of a pain, the price fluctuates. So, oh, and it's not as sustainable obviously as the change robe, made out of fishing nets and plastic bottles and all the kinds of rubbish that you don't want. And it's just better fitting. I've just noticed that the sleeves are actually, I've got a nice little V. Never noticed that before, so it's easier to do that, because when wouldn't you want to be doing that? All right guys, you all take care. I'll catch you for the next one.